Good evening, everybody. It is I, Jesse Jammy, your virtual resident of the internet, and today, we will be playing more Ace Attorney. Yes. I hope you all had a very lovely week this week. I know it's been a few days since I last streamed. That's because we have a bit of a heat wave here in Australia that is now passed, as far as I'm concerned. At least it has for me. But yeah, yeah, so the reason why I haven't streamed over the past few days is because it was hot as shit, especially yesterday, my god. But yeah, I know, I thought about maybe streaming on Friday, but then I looked at the temperature it was going to be, and yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, like, at all. So yeah. But yes, yes, I mostly spent the last few days trying to cool off and remain cool. By that I mean I've just been going to like places of air conditioning and just spending the entire day there. It did kind of help me a little bit because like it actually did serve as like a pretty good test for like a new tablet to see like how well it is for drawing. And honestly, I'd say it's been pretty good so far. I've been sorry. Oh yeah, I've mostly just been doing practice. I haven't actually really made any significant work on any RPs that we may have started. Unfortunately, mostly just cause like I kind of mostly just cause like I don't know. It's just kind of what I wanted to prioritize, basically. That was kind of it. But yeah, that's kind of what I spent most of my days doing. Today I basically put all that practice to test to see what see if I can translate into a style anyway. Yeah, so I've mostly been using the Loomis method. So I've been practicing heads, and I've been using the Loomis method for that. Now, for those who don't know, the Loomis method is basically, you know that circle of like all the lines that you draw a face from that? That's basically the Loomis method. That's basically the Loomis method. Yeah. So it's mostly just me. It's mostly just been me practicing that and getting like a better understanding. Because I've been using it for so long, I don't think, but I've never actually like, looked into like what the original creator Andrew Loomis actually like said about it, and like. And like what how you're supposed to use it until like I started doing this practice like the beginning of the week. And wow, it's actually quite fascinating seeing like how much I kind of just did not understand how it was supposed to be. Yeah, so basically how it works is that you put four lines on like a circle. One's for the hairline, one's for the eyebrows, one's for the nose, and the other's for the chin. Of course, so I'm looking into like altering it like a little bit, like instead of having one for like the eyes and the one for the eyebrows and the nose, it's instead gonna be used for like the top and bottom of the eyes. Yeah, which you might say the top of the eyes is basically the eyebrows. Actually, no, it's actually the top of the eyes. Actually, there's like a small distance. I mean, they're close, but like, yeah, they're kind of close, but like, not really. Basically, there's like a very small difference there, and you also need to take into account the like eyelids and all that stuff. So, anyway, but yeah, so today I was mostly doing some practice for the art style and for like how to translate that into an art style, and I can show you what I've done today. I still need to do like a little bit more. Like I need to fix a lot of like issues I've had. I need to fix like a lot of issues I've been having with like some of these, and I also need to. And I've mostly just spent today doing like male heads. I need to do female heads soon because there will be differences between that. But yeah, here it is. This is kind of what I've mostly been working on today. Right now, so I've actually been basing this off like Twee's art style, because Twee is an artist I do kind of want to do a little bit of a style study on to see how she does something, because I really do like her art. a lot. For the heads I want to fix, it's mostly, well, first of all, there's a side one here, there's upper one here, there's upper one here. Actually, no, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, and maybe this one down and yeah, basically the up and downs as well. But yeah, other than that, I think this, but yeah, I think some of these did turn out pretty well. Like, I think the side profile one here turned out really well. I'm satisfied with this. I feel like with like this one, it's like a case of like, I just need to like kind of be more accustomed to this method more before I can really utilize it. This one down here, it's possible, but I feel like it could be so much better. This one here is really obvious. I had no idea what I was doing. And this one here, I need to just completely redo, because what the hell is this? What the hell is this? But yeah, basically this is kind of like what it's supposed to look like. So usually the nose is a lot more detail. So basically, also, and next week I need to like really do like, so next week I'm planning on doing like some studies on the face specifically, like certain aspects of the face, like it's gonna be mostly focused on eyes, but I'll probably also dedicate like a day to like the nose and the mouth. But yeah, it'll mostly be focused on eyes, because I really do want to really get down how to do eyes, because a lot of the eyes here are pretty inconsistent actually. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've mostly been doing. Again, this is like mostly male heads. I need to actually go and do female heads, which will be done either after stream today or like or or tomorrow. But yeah, I wish I could say I did more, but I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of mostly spending today kind of just relaxing and just enjoying the cool weather after the heat wave, because yes, it is significantly cooler here today. Yeah, but yeah, tomorrow, next week, I'll be fully getting back into things. I did get a commission recently that will be starting tomorrow. I also need to record a bunch of stuff. Like, I need to re-record the vocals for the next cover I want to do. I also need to record stuff for a video I want to make. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna be busy next week. So it's kind of hard to like say all the busies I want. I'm also the job search is like gonna be picked back up because sorry, pardon me. I'm really feeling all that tired. I think it's just because I didn't really have that much like a full dinner today, because I just didn't really wasn't much else to make. But yeah, wow. But yeah, that's basically what's been happening over the past few days. But yeah, yeah, I've also like started taking notes on like different like body shapes, like more muscular, like plus size bodies. But I don't think those are gonna get like full on like practices until after I do like all the anatomy stuff, because I know after faces I'm probably gonna move on. So right now the general idea is to like, once the face is done, I'll probably move on to, I don't know if I want to focus on chest specifically or like the whole like torso, which will include like chest and like the chest and waist. But I know after that, at least I'll be moving on to arms. If I'm not going to be doing a whole torso and just specifically chest, I'll then move on to waist. Then it'll be pelvis, back, and then legs. Yeah. Actually, wait, no, I think back will come before pelvis. But yeah. Oh, and I also need to remember I need to dedicate like a whole week like hands and feet. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to tack that on at the end, or if I want to do like hands after I do arms, or and feet after I do legs, or what. But but yeah. Let's see. Other than that, yeah, then I'll probably move on to like doing more like style stuff. Like, I know I want to do like style studies for like some of the artists that I really like I mentioned to you earlier, but it's also like Lacey Everlight and like some others here and there. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have a busy next few weeks. But it's all necessary. It's all necessary. It's the stuff I've been probably needing to be doing for a while. Because as this week has put into perspective. I really needed to have done this like much sooner. I really need to have started doing this like much sooner because I feel like because it's kind of making me be a lot more aware of like my shortcomings as an artist. But yeah, I think after stream I'll probably focus on like fixing like a lot of these heads. And once that's done, I'll probably put female heads. But I am so glad I'm finally able to like draw. I'm so glad I'm finally able to draw like side profiles. That has been like a massive pain in my fucking side for like the longest time. Like side profiles have been like always my biggest like weakness. But yeah, but now I actually know how to draw them. That honestly, I think that's probably the biggest achievement so far. Of course, I probably need to do like a bit more practice, like for like faces like looking up and faces like looking down. Other than that, is there anything else that's of vital importance to talk about or to discuss? Pardon me. Pardon me. No, I can't really think of anything per se. I guess we should probably just bet onto the game if anything. I'm gonna check I'm just gonna check something real quick. Alright, I guess we'll just move on straight to the game then. Make sure I got everything closed, make sure I got everything all set up. Yes, I do. Alright, so just move stuff down here. Let me shrink myself a little bit. And whoop. Alright. Launching the game. Yeah, we haven't played any. Okay, gotta say, we haven't played like any games like since like the last stream, have we? Alright. Blah, 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 blah. But yes, we are on the final. We are on the, I think this is the last section of the third case of the second game. Which, my god, how long has this been taking us? This is taking us like what 6 streams? But it's because it's been so long because it's technically like a 2-on-1 if anything. It's technically a 2-on-1. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. Miss Bounds, are you feeling a little calmer now? But yeah, basically we but basically to I guess catch people up who might not be in the know, we basically just exposed this woman here for setting up a poison gas trap for someone who killed someone 18 years ago. Yeah. It's a lot more complicated than that. Like it's something involving an art exhibition, and apparently like the person who killed the artist 18 years ago wanted to check statues, see if they were the real things. And she kind of used that chance to set up like a poison gas trap. And yeah. Yes. Good. Then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law. Yes, I understand. Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tangarout's innocence. Therefore, if the real culprit really is someone else, then you have a duty to reinvestigate the case. Oh. Can you fucking butt out, you bitch? Oh my gosh, she pisses me the fuck off so much. There's nothing to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records. How about the fact that the body was never found? That was Manfred von Karma. He was the fucking prosecutor who has been proven to falsify evidence. Oh my god, you're so... She's hiding something. This is the most suspicious character this entire fucking game, I swear to God. And right now, there's no one to suggest that we should take Miss Bound at her word either. So first off, Mrs. should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself. Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Gavelle, especially since there are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts. Are you suggesting that a committee at the time overlooked just such a prosecutor? Yes. You know what? Edgeruff can't say it, but I'm gonna say it. Your committee's filled with nothing but a bunch of dumb bastards. Your committee's filled with nothing but a bunch of dumb fucking bastards. That's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked. Seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now. Yeah, did you forget that little fact, huh? Did you forget that slight little fact, huh? Why, are you so dedicated to trying to prove us wrong that you just willingly forget the facts of a case, huh? Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so heated. I don't know, maybe I'm still suffering a little bit of heat exhaustion. Are you saying to the judge that we all love and cherish this dumb bastards? You're not wrong. I was about to say, you've seen him at play. Also, hello, Aqua. There really is something of Mr. Oh yeah, by the way, Aqua, I will be starting work in your commission tomorrow. I'm sorry that it's taking me a little bit of time to start working on it. It's just I've been working on some other things in the meantime. But it will be started tomorrow officially. Yes. There really is something in Mr. Von Karma in you, Mr. Edgeworth. That is probably the worst fucking thing you could say to him. How so, exactly? By continually defying the will of the committee and bending the truth to fit your needs. That's how. It's taking me every little bit of willpower not to just dunk your head in the fountain. Perhaps it's time to understand how I know. You haven't started it, you fucking slow shit, and you want a discount. Hey, I said it would take 2 weeks, okay? I said it would take 2 weeks, alright? Not to start necessarily, but to like get to like the start point to the finish, okay? The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report, okay? Even still, Mr. Von Karma only managed to have Mr. Tangrad convicted as an accomplice. I personally have come to the belief that the real culprit behind the I-7 incident is Miss Bounds. Her plan to poison kill Mr. Gus today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder. Okay, what's your evidence? What's your evidence of that, huh? What evidence do you have that Miss Bound is the one that, killed, Artie Frost, And this is how the committee sees things, is it? It is. As always, I act solely on the service of law and order. It sounds to me like all she's doing is acting service committee and covering up the truth. Don't blame you. I think this is the commission that you couldn't provide as many references. Yeah, that's like perfectly fine. You did give like a pretty descriptive detail of like what you wanted, and I'll try my best to like see to it that it is exactly as you wanted to. There we go. But yeah, yeah, also, it's also a case of, like, I kind of wanted to, as I discussed earlier, I did start, like, trying to do some studies on applying what I've learned, like, this week about drawing heads, and and trying to apply it to, like, an art style or such, yeah. I also just kind of want to get that out of the way first as well, And if I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tangerel or Miss Bound. Okay. Wait, she's saying she's speaking on the matter of the committee, but yet here she's saying I personally. So what? What is it? Are you speaking for a committee or for yourself? Are you suggesting Mr. Tangerel was bound killed Mr. Frost together? Why not? You could even imagine they split their roles as us. Mr. Tangerel could have been the one to commit the act himself, while Miss Bound was to remove the body. What? The thought that we could ever kill Mr. Frost! You stole his corpse and hid it for 18 years. Is it really so surprising that you might be considered... Miss Bound has freely confessed to all her crimes. Now it's not the time to speculate about what else she might have done in the past. Very well. Then let us pass judgment on what we know she did in the present. Why would Miss Bound have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder? No doubt because he suspected her of being the real culprit. Then why didn't he speak up at any point during the initial investigation or afterwards, huh? Like, why didn't he just... Like, what? Is this like a recent... What, are you saying this is like a recent revelation he's come to? Are you saying this is like a recent revelation he's come to and not like... He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing simply to see if the Gemini statue was genuine. Little did he know they'd be greeted by a trap designed to silence him. Also, wait. So you're saying that she killed him because he very much suspected her of being the killer. How would she know that? What, are you saying that at some point today he cornered her and was like, I know what you really did, I'm going to go to the police about it. And she was like, oh no, I need to set a trap. I need to set this big, elaborate trap in order to, like, kill him so he doesn't speak. Do you have any evidence to support that line of reasoning? Unfortunately, Mr. Gusto remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness. Yeah? In other words, there's little we can do for now. On the contrary, there's plenty we can do. You still have not grasped the situation, have you? Then allow me to spell it out for you. We have all the evidence we need to explain both the IS-7 incident and the poison gas attack. Let me get this right. Is she saying that Judy is the killer of Frost and she gassed Gusto because he knew about it? Is she forgetting that Judy knows about the law and knows that the statute of limitations applies? Yeah, I think so. I know she's saying that. Yeah, so she's saying that. No, actually, I think what she's saying is that Tangerel is the one that killed Frost, and that Judy is the one that tried to kill Gusto because he knew about it. In which case, if we go under that line of thinking, because, okay, so, hang on. Statute of limitations. Statute suspended should the suspect flee. Statute suspended from the time of any accomplice indictment to the end of trial. So the thing is, if this goes through and Tang Rao like gets changed from like being convicted of being an accomplice to being convicted of the to being the main murderer, what would happen then? Like, would the statute of limitations apply to would it then be reinstated, and would it apply to your accomplice? I don't know. This is like too many questions. That's the one thing we don't have an answer to. It's up to me to point out to Judge Gavelle. Wait, what do we have an answer to? Some we still don't have an answer to. Floating zodiacal fountain. There's another one that was all lit up draped around a Pisces statue, right? Seems it's close maybe in connection to both cases, past and present. But we kind of established how that was. I was about to say, because we don't know. Okay. Okay. Shit, I was about to say, do we ever find... But do we ever find out who, like, left these fingerprints? Shit, I actually have no idea. No, okay, it's not that. Okay, shit. All the evidence explain both. There's no for. Actually, wait. Wait, which thing am I supposed to present like evidence on? Like the second or the last? Like the second last or the last one? Wait. We have all the evidence we need to explain. Okay, so well. Okay, no. Alright, shit. What could it be? Fuck. This actually has to be stumped. Oh my god, okay. Well, I guess this is what happens when like you this is what happens when like you play when you play this game like once a week and you're doing like such a long trial. Wait, what did he just say? Just Gavelle's tough nut. The Mr. Win. Ah, right. Okay, there we go. Okay, wait. Okay. I'm afraid there's still one question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this? What is it? The test results carried out a liquid at the bottom of the Gemini statue in the winter wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until the question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence. Sorry, pardon me. Oh, sorry, pardon me. There was blood in the Gemini case? Why did I not hear about this from Eustace? Because Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly. Not only that, but Mr. Winner, he's not exactly the smartest prosecutor in the courtroom. I was planning to tell Mr. Winner about it myself, of course. You kept this to yourself until now, despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever? Mark my words, the committee will hear all about what you have done here today. As ever, my interest in the truth, and if mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. If you must report me to the committee, then so be it. But in return, you must allow to investigate this case to the very end. That is not my decision to make. You only discuss it with Eustace. Guess he's back, losers! And with good news, too! It was a close call for a minute there, but Carmelo Gusto was alive. Gusto. He made it. You're the ones who found me? Yep. Long time no see, Gusto. Huh? You're the attorney's assistant. You've grown, and you have an assistant of your own now. Assistant? No, I'm... He hasn't got the gig just yet. This is Gregory Edgeworth's son. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Fate moves in mysterious ways. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if you hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago. What are you talking about? We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold. Including the fact you're probably the guy who got poor Artie Frost. What? Is that true? Miss Mouse set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murderer. A trap that involved rigging the Pisces statue of poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you could tell us in your own words what happened back then. Just realized there's somebody you crazy guess about Night being one of the songs. Yeah? Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent. Oh, it's not that. Gusto here is a fan of the old meditation, you know, Om and all that jazz. When I make his son the other son, I make his best friend the Oh, right, yeah. Wait, didn't they mention that, like, they grew up in an orphanage or something? Which, I mean, I guess, like, I guess, because it said that, like, they only know, like, where, they only have, like, an idea of, like, where Mr. Frost's son is. They actually have, like, no idea what Gusto's son is. Wow, sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent. Except there's no sleeping involved in meditation, Kay. Hey, Gusto, old pal. Why don't you jump over and tell us what went down back then?
I was caught in a girl's trap, so I must be the killer. Is that your idea of a joke? I'm the victim here.
Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto. There's no evidence that you have done anything wrong, yet. Mr. Edgeworth and Mr. Fender are merely speculating. Rest assured they have no authority here. that you pay them no heed.
Hey, somebody here seems to be on my side.
Judge Verity Gavel, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Gusto. I'll assist you in any way you may require. Is that the job of a judge to do? That wouldn't really be the... Wait, would that be the... Can a judge do that? I don't know, I'm just trying to find like any dirt I can on her. I just do not like her. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what actually happened 18 years ago to Mr. Ed. That's what we wanted. Speculate these, bitch. You have been wrong twice, and now you could be wrong for a third. Yeah, and you were wrong about the entire last case, too. Also, aren't you telling him to do exactly what we want him to do?
Fine. You want me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll be happy to.
So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gavel? But you're hoping Mr. Gusto will help you hide what happened instead of trying to correct the records? I believe only in the infallible judgment of the gods of justice. Except it is us humans who make the actual judgment calls in court of law. And so long as there are those who will use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your position to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you. We shall see about that.
What do you advise, Judge Gavel?
It would seem that you're under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poison gas. Specifically by opening the Pisces case lid. Would you be so kind as to share why with us?
Understood. I came to see Frost Sculptures. Simple as that. I made a mistake when opening times and arrived at half an hour early.
Was bound. Was there no... I want it to be another Fulbright so we can get shiny hands. Yeah, I know. I am fully expecting her to be like either like a twist villain or I don't know. I'm expecting her to be like a twist villain or something. I don't know, because I thought because I don't know, at first with the previous case I thought okay maybe she's just simply like misguided or it's like one of her flaws is that she's not open to like listening to other people's ideas, even though it seems like a pretty bad flaw to have as a judge. But no, like after all this, like she is, there's something up with her. There is something up with her. I don't know if she's secretly like a spy for the committee or if she's like being blackmailed to fulfill the committee's whims, or it's like, I don't know, or is like too stubborn for her own good or something. I don't know. Which again, pretty bad. A character flaw to have for a judge, but I mean, it's not my place to judge. I had left the main entrance unguarded and unlocked, just in case the killer made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way until the gallery's opening. So no, there was no one here on the first floor then. But I did make sure all the wings were locked up tight. All except the autumn wing, that is. I see. She did all that just to steer the culprit into the autumn wing, which is precisely where Mr. Gusto went. Yeah, sneaking into a building's pretty suspicious, however you slice it. Silence in the courtroom. I'll permit no objections or interventions unless there's some evidence that the witness is lying. The courtroom? You know this is an art gallery, right? Mr. Gusto, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened a Pisces case.
I wanted to see Frost work up close. So I went to the Gemini. Sorry, it was supposed to be the Pisces statue. And I saw that the lid was frozen tight. So I grabbed the blowtorch nearby and tried to open it. When I finally got to opening, gas came pouring out.
Fascinating. This is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of. Yeah. Everything sounds like a lie, kinds. I am none to satisfy Mr. Gusto's explanation myself. Alas, there's no evidence to refute it. Come on, there must be something.
It's Bound's story you should be questioning, not mine. I'm not the one who set the gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
She turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer and nobody else. That killer being you, old pal.
So you believe that self-confessed criminal?
Miss Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes. But so Mr. Frost's killer,
who seems determined to pin Frost's murder on me. I have no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise.
Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Frost filled the victim's poison gas. That much is indisputable. And no matter how suspicious his actions in the present may seem, they prove nothing about the past. Yeah, but... Not about you, Mr. Fender. There must be something we can do. You're right. We may not have the evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. If Mr. Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason. He claims to not have a motive, but that can't really be true, can it? If he did it, he has one. Not many people commit murder just for fun. In fact, the old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about the probable motive, too, remember? How could you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason, there could very well have been a motive behind their murder. Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Mr. Gusto back then, but we can now. Oh yeah, by the way, just to elaborate, Von Karma's dead. Yeah. Yeah, I think the explanation was either he was given the electric chair or he had a heart attack, depending on the version you play of the games. Like, apparently got so distraught about not only, like, losing a case, but also being caught for a murder he committed, like, 18 years ago that he just straight up had a heart attack. Yeah, we can put the pieces together. I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge. Yes, I think you might be right. I need to think about everything we know about the IS-7 incident, especially the questions that never got answered.
Are your finger marks? Are you the one wearing the gloves?
Miss Gurn denied that the finger marks on the frame were hers. But one of them were Mr. Gusto's. Perhaps he had wanted to take a look through the ultimate cookbook for himself. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. Found out what Eustace Winner means? What does it mean? Oh, is Eustace is like useless winner or something? He seemed to think that there should have been more shots off than there were. In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected. Yes, the number of shots he took didn't quite line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he'd lost track somewhere along the way. My father knows these things for a reason. I just need to piece them together correctly. In absence of evidence, it's the only way to the truth. Photographing the cookbook's content would be the perfect way to seal secrets undetected. What if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tangerel's camera to photograph the book? It'd be the perfect crime. So much better than stealing it, and getting chased by the cops. Sneaky snapshots, or 20, huh? That could work. The question is, when would he have done it? Good question. What about during afternoon tea? Didn't Alicia say that Gusto Frost had missed out on a little tea party they had?
Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive? Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide or hair of Frost has been secluding himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tingarao, possessing as he did the only key. Miss Cohn, were Mr. Tingrao's works the only ones you sampled? No, dear. I couldn't help myself. Yes, and also Eustace means steadfast, and other thing, Tash means stain. So besides irony, his name is pretty much useless winner or stain winner. Oh my god. I wonder because like Eustace is like so determined to like win that he refuses. It's like he doesn't really take into consideration whether or not his deductions are truth or not. I'm wondering if they're gonna like draw a parallel between like Eustace and like Von Karma, where Edra tries to stop Eustace from following in Von Karma's footsteps or being so obsessed of winning that he stops like he doesn't bother to like try to see the truth or something like that. I don't know. When I finished afternoon tea, I tiptoed over the chilling room for a little taste too. Mr. Frost had kept himself to his room after the contest had started, but he was gone by the time Mr. Cohen snuck in and sampled his work, meaning there was a good chance he was murdered before the end of afternoon tea. Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not? Huh? So you know my little secret. Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs while you were in charge of the flavor. Is that correct? What can I say? Still had a long way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectioner. But you only collaborate up through to the semifinals. Something changed after that. We both want to show them what you can do. Show them we were better than Tegarao. Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final? What grounds do you have to say that? Your own statements. So you actually stumbled upon Eustace's story arc in the game, so commented anything, but you will say it seems okay. I see. Yeah. It seems fun. I'm really curious, like see like what they do with like Eustace. Like you told him you've been working together right up until the day before the final. Mr. Frost's entry was carved from a block of flavored ice, which would have needed at least a day to freeze, and whose flavors would thereafter already been prepared by Mr. Gusto. Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final. In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return? I could hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead. Eustace's uniform. Wait, is it the same as Von Karma's? Wait. So why did Mr. Frost help you in return, I submit that you're... Oh, no. I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason. And that became the basis of your motive for murder. That's not how it was! It's a school... Wait, just... It's not the same, but... Sure, we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly. You stopped working together? In a friendly way? Kinda hard to imagine, but okay. Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? Who think I strolled into Tegarau's room and killed Frost? I couldn't have killed the man while Tegarau was in there with his chocolate pieces, could I? So you see, it can't have been me.
I wouldn't be so sure. There must be a window time when Mr. Tangrel wasn't in his room. If I can prove that... Pardon me, sorry. I can prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost. We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea, making tea time only the window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him. Are you satisfied, Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgeworth? So, sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear. If the truth will soon come to light at last. Do you mean to say that you have uncovered any new evidence? Evidence? No. I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead. Oh! Is it mind games time again? It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you. I said I have a question for you.
What is it?
You chose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove that I was the best in the world.
If that was the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost? "18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in a confectionery contest. But why did they work together? And why did they enter the contest in the first place? That's the information I need to get out of my opponent somehow." Ooh, a 4. Mr. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way. Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. By my hands, now is the time to dig up the truth that's been buried all those years ago. Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate, Mr. Frost?
We were acquaintances before. We were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together.
And your decision to pair up with the sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills.
You don't know me. We joined Frost because we wanted to make the most perfect creations possible. That's all. Frost had a my one same grade at school, so we got along pretty well too. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so why? So you were just two friends who happened to try for the title of World's Greatest Confectioner? Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much for winning the title of confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest. Wouldn't you say?
Fine, it was me. I wanted the title. Frost was only in for the prize. The ultimate cookbook.
I see. This is your objective to dovetailed so neatly, you decide to work together. But then, something happened. A breakdown your relationship, perhaps. If so, I want to know why.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell from my brush of death. Pushed me too hard. And I'll be on my way back to the medical room. No, wait! Then you better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience.
Mr. Gusto is desperately to make his escape, but I'm not going anywhere yet. Not as long as he's still keeping things from me. You had your eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not sure the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much.
Huh? Now you're insulting the way of confectioner. My goal, my only goal, is to win that title. I don't care much for anything else. You have no idea how much it would have mean to me. Look, my sense of design might not have been up to the stuff back then, but you should see me now.
Oh, so you've improved?
You bet I have. I don't know. I didn't do all the training Zhang far for nothing. I looked up to Tegra, you know. Spent hours pouring into my design of his works. He even used what to show my son.
Sounds to me like Mr. Tingrao's work was especially influential to your early studies. And with the recipe book, you might have even become the best someday.
Maybe. The book was the real treasure, no doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it.
Huh? You claimed that your only goal was to win the title. Yet you've also seemed to have an interest in the contest prize, the ultimate cookbook.
The great collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say I have absolutely no interest in it. And even if I did, what exactly is so wrong with that?
Sorry. Nothing, I suppose. Only that the book contains recipes for medicines, not desserts. And everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that. I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I can't let him slip from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on. Next, let's find out why he wanted the cookbook. Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of question is that? The collection of Tegra's recipes. How was confectioner in the world who would have their hands on it?
I don't have a clue as how to proceed with his line of questioning. I better try it. So you plan to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations?
What else? A book like that could improve my craft tenfold.
You could have made a lot of money if you sold it.
I don't know much of what that was actually in there. But it was worth more than money, I'll tell you that.
Come on, Mr. Gusto, I think you know more about the ultimate cookbook than you claim.
I told us a little about her at the start of the contest.
Then you know what kind of recipes it actually contains, don't you? And they weren't dessert recipes at all.
I see you did your homework. Fine, so you know what's really in there. The ultimate cookbook, or the Angel's cookbook, to give it a proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody's ever heard of.
So he did know the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines. Did you know how valuable the okay, yeah, we've already read this. Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in Zhengfa, but you clearly didn't do enough work on your skills of deception. You've already admitted that you knew the ultimate cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicine. Oh wait, also, not only would like the statute of limitations on murder not apply here because only like Tangerao got like convicted as an accomplice, but like Gusto like left the country to like Zhengfa, the statute of limitations like gets suspended in that case as well. Thereby making your interest not gastronomical but pharmaceutical in nature. You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusto. You have no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines, which suggests your interest must have been personal.
I underestimated you. Fine, you're right. My name title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I knew one of the recipes in that book. It was for my son. He was sick.
He was? Tell me more.
None of your business. Told you as much as you need to know.
He looks rattled, but I can't let him off the hook. Also, when he adds play, I might actually just quickly when he adds like salt, I might actually just quickly go and like grab snacks. I actually didn't have much to throw like a proper dinner. Let's find out what this mysterious illness was. Everyone's gone to the bottom of this. I can feel just a few more moves. So you need a cookbook to cure your son.
Yeah, nowadays you can get the medication he needed anywhere. But back then, because our only hope was why I didn't dare waste my time at fancy tea parties. I had to give it all my work.
And what about Mr. Tingerell's work? Surely that tea break would give you the perfect opportunity to steal a glass at it.
And Robert sees a had the energy or time to care about what others had made. I'm still recovering, so I've got nothing to say.
Okay. I think you made it abundantly clear how much you interest you in Mr. Tingerell's work. What's more, if you had determined to win the ultimate cookbook, I seriously doubt you've passed up on a chance to take a peek at competitors' entries.
I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see the sample of my rival's work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been herbs or something.
Nothing Mr. Gusto tasted any flavor. That seems like could be an important clue. Oh. Tell me a little more about your son.
Here's my pride and joy.
Alright, I'm gonna go quickly do that real quick. I'll be back soon, so just behave yourselves while I'm gone, and yeah, don't be too crazy, alright? What? I'm back. I'm back. My mom cooked up like some chicken nuggets earlier, so now I'm just having some of those. And you entered a contest in order to help him.
You clearly don't have children of your own. Hey, father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything. He'll come see me here at the contest venue too. Head through the semi-finals.
Really? He didn't get in the way of your work? If you're trying your best to beat Samson Tangerau, surely you didn't have time to look after a child.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for him. He said he always wanted to be the first to try my creations.
Okay, wait, fuck. Damn it, this is... Oh god, this is difficult. You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto, yet he was able to come and join you for the contest.
It wasn't that kind of villainous. Nothing life-threatening anyway.
Feels like it could be an important clue. Could you tell me the name of your son's disease, or your son's... that your son... Look, sorry. Could you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from?
You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. What enough that you're seriously ill?
You already shared with me that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening. So why are we so reluctant to share any further details?
It may not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering.
I see. That must have been very hard on the both of you.
Of course it was. And that was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate. We couldn't taste anything, not even his favorite desserts.
I understand it. Your little cookbook contains the recipe for a very particular medication, one that Mr. Tingray used to cure himself of his own taste disorder.
So he had it too?
Two, you say? So your son has a taste disorder then, am I correct?
How did I let that slip?
You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. Was that really the case?
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not sure that's true based on everything you've told me. Time to deploy my clue. That disorder is difficult to live with. It wasn't easy not being able to enjoy your food. You should know. After all, you just told me you'd experienced something like that during the contest. You said nothing is sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you are suffering from a taste disorder. Sorry. A confectioner of our sense of taste. Not exactly ideal. I sure wasn't actually your own condition that you're seeking to cure, Mr. Gusto.
Enough of your speculations.
Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late for you to claim you did it all on your own. Oh wow. You would have us believe that you are a man of principle, a dedicated student of confectionery art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. Also, you can cure your own taste disorder.
You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I kept it hidden for so long. 18 years and nobody knew.
Sadly, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to me.
Both Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook. For the medicine that will cure Mr. Gusto's disorder, the money it would bring for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged. And that, I believe, is checkmate. Woo! Checkmate! I admit it. You're good. I never told anyone of this, but you figured it out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed Aguasia. Oops, sorry. We done? The mine chest, yes. The case? No. I think we still need to technically prove that he did it, because he could just prove it's like, okay, yeah, so I might have like peeked at the cookbook. That doesn't mean I killed Frost. It's a taste sword that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. Confectionaire's first nightmare. Mr. Fender, is that what Mr. Tangrel had as well? No, the big man had what they call dissociated taste disorder. Basically, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all. So he suffered too. Can't have been easy. That's why there wasn't a way to cure it on the market. Which is why you needed Mr. Tangerel's cookbook. Do you admit now that was the real reason you entered the contest? This case is longer than it's always great. It is! It is! Like, I'm not gonna lie, I highly suspect we're probably gonna, like... Probably takes like 3 hours to just finish this bit alone. Stretching. There's only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted the title. And I put my mind to something that gets done. I won't lose to anybody. I may not have been able to taste it then, but I still knew the stuff was good enough to win. Oh? So when's the final thing you saw a chance of winning? Of course! What was it that Fender said about what Mr. Tangerel thought Mr. Gusto's creations? Mr. Gusto's were perfectly balanced in flavor and design. At least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts. We were told that the entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you describe. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What's wrong with that day? Fine. You want me to talk, I'll talk, but you're not going to like what I have to say. Frost and I worked together right up through the semi-final. I handled the flavor, he handled the designing. But I wanted to face Tangerel and final on my own. No help, just me and my skills. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine, I did alone. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lacked training. And that's all there is to it. Happy now. There don't seem to be any obvious contradictions to his testimony. Yep. Not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. He's managed to not let slip what really happened for 18 years after all. Why don't you try pushing him a bit, Malzerino? I see you can shake. See if you can't shake something loose. I think I might just have to, Fender. Frost and I are working together right up through the semi-final. I probably won't be voicing like the presses because I'm not gonna lie, doing the voice I gave Gusto. Cause not gonna lie, doing the voice for Gusto does put a lot of shame on my throat.
It's a phoenix. That's awesome. A phoenix, huh? Damn, I wonder... Damn, I wonder what that could possibly be alluding to. Oh, sorry, accidentally opened something. So a lot to learn back then. Guess no surprise my work wasn't up to scratch. The title wasn't the only thing you wanted. There was the cookbook too. But you want a cookbook even more than you wanted a title. Isn't that right, Mr. Gusto? Okay. Bringing home job till the end, correct? It's a bit strange for him to stop so late in the contest, no? Strange or not, it's the truth. Could be he had his reasons too, I wouldn't know. Besides, it's gonna be a headache to prove. 18 years is a long time. If it did, I would have stolen the show from Mr. Edgeworth a long time before now. Okay. And you know, so her the creations prior to the file were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on the day? No, nothing like that. It was, I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's as simple as that. But Mr. Frost's entry was completely on its flavor. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then. Did something happen overnight? Oh. I don't think he's going to spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth. Perhaps I should ask him about something else. What to ask about the semi-final about Mr. Frost? What the hell's happening with this? Sorry. That ain't half of it. No one knows where he is even now. The gaps looked all over him, but no dice.
So still you think you prove your asinine theory? I'd like to see you try. You think I care for anything besides confectionery? Think again. I got even my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son?
You are a awful father, my god. Silence in the courtroom. Well, Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part. The gods of justice cannot judge him for that. Yeah, so turns out maybe Knight is one of the sons if he's Gusto's son. Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it's time for you to admit defeat.
Yeah, give it up. 18 years is a long time for anything to surface now. Truth or otherwise.
Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. If we don't, the truth might get lost forever.
Ugh. What are you, Detective Gumshoe? Can't imagine it's what it could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir.
Please do, Detective.
That's the last piece of the puzzle, I'm sure of it. Once I know whose blood it is. Hey, Miles. Sorry to cut in on your mind, Palestine, but I was pondering something myself. Our friend Gusto didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he? You mean because he tried to open the case? Exactamundo. Think we might have anything that might explain why he tried to do that? We might. If Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time with a certain piece of evidence. That's quite enough idle chatter defense. Now if you...
Mr. Hairdresser, sorry to keep you waiting.
Speak of the devil. I take it you have to test results, Detective?
Yes, sir. Lab just got back to me.
Detective, please. Court is in session. Now then, am I right to assume that you're bringing us evidence Mr. Edgeworth was just speaking of?
What? Hey, no fair. Why didn't anybody tell me any of this?
Yes, indeed, the evidence in question, Your Honor. It is, if needed, testing, so I asked him to carry it out.
What the? Why is everybody always helping you? I'm supposed to be in charge here.
Mr. Winner, I'm sorry it didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say?
Well, alright.
So Detective Gumshoe, what did the test have to tell us?
You're not gonna believe this, but the blood we found in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini statues is Carmel Gusto, the victim of the poison gas attack. Oh, what are you talking about?
Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, it looks like my suspicions were correct. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, what do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of his blood in the case? It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the IS-7 incident has been trying to hide all these years. Sorry. The fact that your blood was found inside a Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good as finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body. Ooh. Why would there be traces of blood there, of all places, Mr. Gusto? If you won't answer her honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. That wasn't just blood in liquid form, a Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar too. There were? And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed. Oh yeah. You talk about what Delicia told us back then, right? What was it again? Oh, did I ever? I've never tried ice so scrumptious in all my life. Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. Oh, that was unbearable. The salty bits? It was in the other photo you got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
Gemini's liar. Yes, the liar, the liar, and only the liar tasted as if it had been flavored with salt. There are no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry.
Very interesting. Then perhaps you could tell us, Mr. Edgeworth. Where did the salt and the liar come from? Ah! This is the lamp from the IS-7 incident.
Indeed, and I believe that the salt that gave the light its flavor came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Karma established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangeral's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost. It was stained of his blood.
Can I be perfectly honest here? This like brown bit on his head, I thought that was like a hat all this time, but no, it's his hair. I only just realized that it's his hair. Right, because the culprit had chucked a piece of the chocolate with that onto into the little stream.
Furthermore, aside from the liar, no trace of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either.
Shut up, I don't want to hear it. Eh, come to think of it, lamps that found in Alicia's room were both broken.
The lamps appeared to be broken. The bulbs are smashed. Both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? We never did figure out how one of them, never did figure out the one that wasn't supposed to kill the Frost got busted, but... Are we thinking maybe Augusta's blood on it at some point? I mean, do we even still have it? Alright, first of all, one, will we still even have it? Like, I'd imagine like a salt lamp that you don't have anymore, it will just get chucked, right? Second off, would blood even like last that long? Like, could blood like last on something for like 18 years? Like, let's be realistic here for a second.
Anyone whose blood was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police. The killer needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion.
Are you seriously suggesting that the liar was used to do just that?
I am. I suspect that the bloody salt was somehow applied to the liar so that it will be hidden inside a case.
Does that mean that Alicia ate blood? Huh, wasn't expecting surprise cannibalism here. Even if it was non-consensual.
Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. And so he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the liar undetected.
Then the reason he's here today is...
18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to the killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, the incriminating evidence, or both would resurface one day.
So back he comes 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and clear his tracks.
Well, Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it? You are the one responsible for the IS-7 incident.
Mr. Gusto, it's all because of you that Samson... Gusto?
So I finally got caught, huh? All these years later. Nobody came close back then. Not even that big shot prosecutor or the attorney. That's some impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. I have to hand it to you. You admit it then? That you murdered Artie Frost? Sure I do. I did it. I killed him. But he only had himself to blame.
What do you mean by that?
He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other so that one of us could win. Whoever was supposed to win would let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, that rat finally showed his true colors. Seriously, Frost? We had a deal.
Sorry, I'm not helping you in a final. Our little agreement is over, Gusto.
But I helped you! I spent all day yesterday making that ice for your pieces.
Did you? And can you prove that, I suppose?
What do you... Wait! Were you planning to betray me right from the very start, weren't you? After Frost will trust me, I had to make my piece for the final by myself. And like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either.
So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts.
Go ahead and judge. You have no idea what it's like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. I give up everything to become the best. Everything, I take pride in that. Something someone like you could never understand.
You're right. I don't understand. Do you take pride in the fact you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things? A man can't afford to rely on other people. I learned that the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up for the day of the final. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why. Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son?
How am I supposed to know? I told you. He's none of my concern anymore. According to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either. You don't care? You're horrible.
So with his disappearance, so too went your chances of winning, correct?
Yeah, I had to find another way to get my hands on the book. And then an inspiration struck. I decided to skip afternoon tea and stick in the Tiger House room. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the photos I needed to get out of there. But the Frost showed up.
I thought I might find you in here. Stealing recipes from the famous cookbook,
Frost!
What's this? A cure for taste disorders? Oh no, that's just too tragic. A confectionery can't taste anything. Oh, what will the people say?
If you tell anybody, I'll...
You'll what?
You can't even hit me, you miserable worm! Why you? Frost shot me so hard when I went to punch him, knocked me clean off my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it.
So Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt?
When it was all over, I always had to get rid of that blood somehow. So I scraped up the bloodiest bits. I dissolved the salt, shavings to some flavored mixture, and brushed it over the harp.
And that's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder vanish.
Frost was going to blackmail me. He would have me give him money to keep quiet about my condition.
So you decided to kill him?
Well, I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Would you want someone holding someone like that over your head? Besides, he was the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think?
So now's the impetus behind it all.
Anyway, I initially took the lamp to Frost's room. Went straight in there once I figured out how I was going to hide the body parts.
Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place, I guess.
You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. Yeah, Figured I could use him to chip off and grind it up. Once it was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy.
But why Samson? Why did you have to frame him?
I never meant for the cops to pin it on him. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamp and cloth back in the scones room?
There's only one reason to plant the murder weapon in a room of another contestant. And now it's to cast suspicion on that person. What? You tried to frame me, Gusty Pants?
Yeah.
But why? Why poor old me?
I respected Tangerao. He was the best. A true champion. I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud. Your work wasn't even real. You had no respect for the craft. You deserve to be punished for what you did.
Oh, Gusty. How could you?
And had you refrained from eating Tangerao's work, Frost's body would have never been found. My plan was way up to Tangerao with judging your room. That's when I sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Pound here found it before I had a chance to retrieve it.
I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze his body at all?
Ha! Why indeed?
Mr. Edgeworth, surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusto need to freeze Mr. Frost's body? Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they had determined that the murder occurred during the afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect.
Bingo! Freezing Frost's body was simply preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in Chester Tegerao's room while I got everything ready in Frost's. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Have accounted some gluttonous pharmacist showed up to make a whole ship collapse.
I still don't get it though. Why disguise the body in the ice sculpture at all? The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it, at least until it had fully frozen. How awful! Using Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder?
Ironically, Tangerao would have been just fine if his body had been found before I got to his room. If anything has got the plan, he would never have been arrested, let alone convicted.
You mean... It was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson? It was all because I found the body. Don't let him get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault. It wasn't Samson. Ultimately, she insists. She would have been the one they arrested. Either way, there's only one person to blame here. And that's Gusto.
He didn't help that initial detective was so bad at his job either. He never even told the prosecutor the body had vanished.
So then Mr. Von Kamm had wittily placed Mr. Singer under arrest in the absence of a body? I mean, I guess it'll explain why you're so keen to wrap things up. Still, you think you'd know something as big as that if you take a look at a few reports, right? Not if someone had deliberately been sorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Karma didn't know the body until after the arrest had been made. Admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record. So, to keep it to himself, he proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangerao regardless. Can this really be true? Yes, you dumb bitch. Oh my god, you pissed me to fuck off. You don't feel bad at all? Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you.
Sticks and stones, girlie.
Sticks and stones. Man, this is like making someone sweat just before you kill them and make to make the body seem like it died earlier. Has anyone actually ever done that? I feel...
What a jerk! I ought to arrest you right now, pal.
Oh my god, okay. I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, Detective.
So you noticed, huh? Glad somebody did. The judge is right. You can lay a finger on me.
What? Why? You just confessed to murder.
No idea, huh? I guess I better lay it out for you.
Why you can't arrest me? Oh, I'm about to fucking end this whole man's career. I just realized this is happening during the supposed Dark Age of the law. Oh, true. Now that I think about it, with like Von Karma, I get with like Von Karma and like how Eustace is like taking the approach here. I guess the Dark Age of the law does make a little bit more sense. If you think about like, it's kind of like a build, it's kind of just a sort of like an accumulation of like a build up or something, right? Killed Frost 18 years ago. Statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math, you can't arrest me. You think I have confessed otherwise? Nope. I would say if we played for the second Apollo Justice, we wouldn't have we would have complained about Dark Age. True. I don't know. Again, it's kind of, I feel like, honestly, like, I get that, like, the Apollo games are probably, like, more popular than, like, the Edgeworth games, or, well, I guess, like, people are demanding them, the Apollo games, a bit more, but still, I feel like the Apollo games, like, do get, like, much better when you play, like, the, Edgeworth games first. Or at least things make a lot more sense when you do that. I don't know, I do kind of wish they released, like, they re-released these games first before the Apollo games. But... Japan, this game's actually more popular than the Apollo. Really? You have to wonder why they released the Apollo games first. Is it because technically these are like spin-off games and the Apollo games like mainline games? Because like, keep in mind, you said more popular, not that it... Oh, true. I'm afraid that by Mr. Gus's confession, your deductions will have to be struck from records. That Mr. Tangrath's conviction will remain in place. But we finally proved the police had never missed... We must, Mr. Gusto. Surely Mr. Tangrath's grounds for a retrial on this basis. Does he? I wouldn't be so sure. I'm gonna fucking knee you in the fucking face and break your nose. I'm afraid the God's judgments are somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine. I'm gonna fight your gods and fucking win, I swear to God. Sorry if I seem a little bit more, aggressive today. I've been having the thoughts about fighting gods a lot recently, weirdly enough. I've been having the thoughts about fighting gods, recently. I couldn't tell you why. I honestly could not tell you why. I just thought, for some reason, I've just been thinking, you know what? I feel like I have enough willpower and I'm stubborn enough to maybe fight gods. Win? But to fight? Yeah. So the committee means for the verdict from 18 years ago to stand no matter what? There must be something we can do. Yes. I killed Frost 18 years ago. Statute of limitations for the murder in this country is 15 years. Oh, wait, what? No? Oh, wait, what? Wait. Hmm. Okay, no. Damn it, what? Hmm. To really buckle down, hone my craft. That explains a lot. He tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then, huh? Could be. I left, let's see, around a year after the murder. It was before taking us last day in court. Going to Shank fast, the best thing I ever did. Flavor, design. I'm full package now. Or on the backs of those lives you destroyed. I need more work with. There has to be something I can get out of him. I'd like you to tell us more about your training in Shank Fa if you wouldn't mind. Fine. When Shank Fa trained, I finally became the best in the world. There we go. Okay. The statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following conditions. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country, which means that the time you spend abroad doesn't count towards the total number of statute. No way! So it's like someone hit a pause while he was in the Shank Fa? It appears that there may be time left on the clock yet, but that will depend on how long you're staying in Shank Fa, Mr. Gusto. It was 3 years exactly. 3 years? Hold on. I haven't said anything until I'd done the math. The murder happened 18 years back. Statue is 15 years. Add 3 overseas. 15 plus 3 makes exactly 18, which means... No way! Mr. Edrev, you did it! The statue has expired after all. Oh.
Bingo! 18 years exactly. That worked out yourselves. Gah! It's been stringing us along this whole time.
Why is he laughing? We're good, huh? We can arrest him now? I had to break it to you, little sis, but I-7 went down the end of December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Frost murder. Because the Saint Shang Fa really lasted 3 years on the nose, it's not enough. We're every month short. Not enough? But... So I'm just checking something real quick.
What did I tell you? You can't touch me.
I hate to admit it, but he read the board well when he made his confession. We've been on this for 2 hours now. I was joking. I was joking when I said it was going to take us hours. How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. If only the statue had been suspended for another year. I would have overturned the gods' judgment. must be willing to pay the price should they fall. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed. So it doesn't really matter to you that we found the real murderer and that an innocent man's been, like, locked up for, like, 18 years and will continue to be locked up? Or are you too busy? Are you too busy? Are you too busy? Again, I'm not gonna make the joke. Okay, we get no. Jeez, what are you thinking? There's no need to go adding to a rap sheet just yet. We're not done here, far from it. Because there's still a way you can nail them. There is? Alright, Mazarino, pep talk. I need you to think back over everything we know about the case. Gusto overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about. Which is? He wasn't there for Samson's last trial, remember? Best I could tell, he doesn't seem to know the final verdict that came down that day is. Which means there's still one way left for us. Crack open your statues for dummies there and take another look. 17 years ago, they really did a number on Samson and framed him like a pretty picture. But if we make good use of the verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done. Fender, are you? Those who would overturn Augustus' judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's my client, Miles. I can't bring myself to use such the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether you play a last card or not, it's gonna have to be up to you. Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice only happens if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. Raise. My father and Mr. Von Karma. One sought the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I choose to follow. The one that seeks to reveal the truth. The court has reached its final verdicts. The record will say Mr. Gusto has been found not guilty on all counts. No, Your Honor! Mr. Carmelo Gusto is absolutely guilty. Now I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished. What do you mean to suggest you have grounds upon which to call for his arrest? I do. Very well. Is there a particular page of IS-7 case file I'd like this referred to? Which case was it specifically? Case overview. Suspect data. I'd like to direct your attention to the page concerning the suspects. As you can see, Samson Tanger was convicted as an accomplice, and it took around 1 year for his indictment after the verdict had been reached. Yes, that does seem to be the case. The book you gave us details certain conditions pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder. One of them, as I mentioned, is that the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country, and the other states that the statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice indictment to the end of their trial.
What? Tiggerel was convicted as an accomplice?
Yep. Guess you were in Shangfa when the verdict came down. Sans was convicted as an accomplice, not the main perpetrator. Which clearly news to you. Not good news either, am I right?
But how could that be? Tiggerel was an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent, he know he...
Oh, we know it. It's what we've been trying to prove all along. And in pleasing twist of fate, his wrongful conviction will be the very thing that sets him free. Sorry. I need to feel my water bowl soon. If you spent 3 years in Shangfa, and your accomplice Samson Tanger was on trial for 1 year, it means you can still be charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other words, statute of limitations hasn't expired at all. Oh. The God's judgment is infallible, but that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems the prosecutor in charge of the case may have erred. Unbelievably, we have no choice but to investigate a full inquiry.
No! How How could this? You were supposed to be able to.
18 years. That's a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crimes. It's time you paid the piper, Gusto. Not a moment too soon.
Oh, but I find the greatest. My bullies have been recognized. I give up everything for this. Everything! Even my son!
More's the pity. But you can't run from the law forever. Because the bills come due at last.
Ugh.
Oh. Would that technically be him, like, killing himself?
Oh, good. Which means it's your turn next, right?
I suppose so. Judes. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've caused you all so much trouble. But, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Gusto to justice at last. I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequence of your actions, Miss Bound. But those actions were born of legal mistakes that were made all those years ago. We all know that. So allow me to apologize in return, on behalf of the prosecution. Oh no, I have no one to blame but myself for it all. Sighing with those sculptures. Hey Judes, think maybe you might want me to represent you. I'm not some nervous newbie anymore. And there's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything. Oh. Oh. Aww.
Sorry, man, but you gotta come with me now.
Of course. Judge Gavel, why did you lie to us? Lie? What are you talking about? You implied there was no case for a retrial. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have to play. I'll continue playing, but I don't know how much longer I can go on for. Surely anyone truly committed a scene justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found. I am under no obligation to answer such questions. And you clearly have no intention of doing so either. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back to your continued transgressions. No doubt you'd be called to appear before the committee in due course. Now, I must be on my way. What the heck? Now I have to cut the real killer and everything. Isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do? Regardless of how it all may play out, I'll never regret what we accomplished here today. Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes?
why did you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job.
My job is to bring the truth to light, Mr. Winner. Not only as a prosecutor, but as a person.
I don't get it.
I won't expect you to understand. Not as long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner.
That's going way over my head. I'm going home. What was that all about?
Your sister still has a lot to learn after all.
Malsy Walsy!
Yes?
I just wanted to say Greggy Pegleg would have been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tearing up.
Figured out his uniform? I'm gonna it's still kind of going over my head. That's thanks to poor Samsy Pooper. Of course.
Hey, Edgy, looks like you cleared everything up, huh? So, what happened exactly? I was kind of busy sketching. Wait, where did Judy and Verity go?
He graduated from the law school we visited in the second game. I didn't even pick up on that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Again, oh my fucking god, I wish we played. Oh, I really wish we played these games before the Apollo games. Oh my god. That's such a cool detail, though. That is such a cool detail. Because, like, they made a point, like, in that case specifically, that, like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, like, they made it a case in that game, like, oh, yeah, attorneys are, like, taught to, oh, yeah, defense attorneys are taught that you need to quit, like, your, you need to quit, your client no matter what, even if you have to, like, falsify evidence. And prosecutors were, the future prosecutors were being taught that you need to, like, secure a guilty verdict no matter what, even if it's, like, not the truth. That actually would explain... Okay, I'm actually gonna fucking... God damn it.
Wow, you really weren't paying attention, were you?
This fucking dumbass, I swear to God. I'm left to admit it. No sketches did come through for us on more than one occasion. Not that I'm about to tell him that.
Whatever the glaring, though, yeah? Whatever I did, I'm sorry!
Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you. You totally were! You're just like your pup. He was terrible lie too. He was? Listen, I'm gonna head out. Need to fill Samson in on what went down today. You wanna come with? Yes, of course. Great, then I'm coming too. So, what's Mr. Tangrao like? Can't wait to finally meet him. Oh, he's a real sweetheart. You'll love him. You are locked up. You can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone. But it's a 3 p.m. cake extravaganza. It's a thing that princes and gods alike. Really? That sounds awesome. Think any left for us to try? Didn't we find a few slices of chocolate cake in the prison the other day? Oh, did we? Could they have been from Mr. Tangrao's baked goods? Come here! What the heck are you doing here?
I heard you all come to see Mr. Tangrao, so I volunteered to escort him.
Hello, new friends. I am Samson Tangrao. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kay Faraday. It's very nice to see you both. Miles, he is Gregory's son. Is that so? Your father was very kind to me, and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and... Oh man, my phone's dead. I really need to get a longer charger. Okay. Maybe that's what... You know, maybe that's what I should have done, like, over the past... Hang on. Maybe I should have done that over the past few days. Buy, like, a new charger. I guess, like, buy, like, a longer cable for, like, my charger. Don't worry, Mr. Tingeram. Mr. Fendos explained everything to me. Sure did. And now we're here to tell the truth about what happened 18 years ago. The truth. Judy did all that for me? Crazy kid racked her brain for 18 years until she finally figured out how to set you free. What could I say? Just thought she really would do anything for you. Oh, Judy. I never did anything to deserve such devotion. Come now, Mr. Tangrao. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you has held strong for all these years, after all. You think so? I guess I better show him.
Which piece of evidence is proof that the bond Mrs. Hangram was bound share? The chocolates? Those chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she? Yes, she did.
They're super delicious and sweet.
Miss Bound continued to make them just as you taught her, even after that fateful day. So that there would always be some waiting for you when you finally came home. Judy. I bet they're beyond super sweet then, aren't they? Very much so, I'm afraid. I really wish we could hand them to you.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure you get some later.
Which would be a clear breach of prison policy. Not to have the authority not stop him anyway. Thank you very much. You know, Detective, something about you reminds me of Detective Bads.
Really well, 'cause I looked up to him a lot. He's my role model.
You don't say. Seems like fate brings people of all sorts together, huh?
You hang in there, Samson. Just a little longer. I should be able to get you out soon. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Nobody should wait 18 years to get justice.
Don't be so silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather, thank you. Truly.
Samson.
Well, I guess it's my turn to wait for Gigi to come home now. I'd better make sure there's something delicious on the table for her when she finally walks through that door. Don't let me down, Eddie.
Leave it to me, big guy.
There are 7 incidents. Between 18 long years. Just in case we inherited from my father. Is finally coming to a close.
Hey, Miles. Thanks for today. And, sorry for forcing you to make the final call like that.
Not at all. I simply made the call that felt right to me.
Huh? What are you guys talking about? You know, Samson was wrongfully convicted. We had to pretend that he wasn't ordinary Augusto. But he used his false conviction against him. Even to save him. As a lawyer, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, I can see that. At the end of the day, it was the courts that made the wrong choice and that failed. And so it's only right that it's only right that like even if we have to use like a false conviction in order to get to the truth, it needs to be done. Yeah, I guess it's behind bars. I can finally start to get the wrongful conviction overturned.
Yes, and I'm sure you will.
Wait a minute! Does that mean that even if you were only doing what's right, with the false conviction been overturned for today, Mr. Gusto would have gone away scot-free? Yep. It's what folks in trade like to call a legal contradiction. Law's far from perfect. Because of things like legal contradictions, right? Yeah, but you never know. Things might change, the law's always evolving, just like us humans. Uncle Eddie and Malzarino included, am I right?
The potential for growth and change in people and the law, huh?
So, Miles, are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? Someone tells me I got a big decision out of you. One only you can answer.
I know.
Well, let's just say I won't complain if you choose to shop at our office one day. On that note, it's time for me to skedaddle. Hey, big time. I know to repay my debts, but for now, thanks again for today. I mean it. Did he seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here to you?
You didn't. And honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude. After all, he gave me a chance to record of my father's final case. When I was a boy, all I ever dreamed was becoming an attorney like my father. But then, during my time at Mr. Von Karma, I learnt the way of the prosecutor instead. Eventually, with the help of my good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. But now my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. Maybe time to take another long, hard look at how I want to live my life, whether I like it or not.
Hey, Gregory. Sorry for reporting in so late. May have taken 18 years, but we're finally in a position to prove Samson's innocence. Oh, thanks to your boy Miles. Couldn't have done it without him. You should have seen him. The way he fought for the truth gave me chills. It was like watching you. Aww. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were, but those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now as I carry your legacy. Ears open. Aww. Your boy will be joining me in that soon.
Am I going to fight crime as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? What is the right answer? Which path should I choose?
Alright. Alright, we'll talk about this case, but I'm just gonna quickly just go to the toilet because I actually really need to go. So just give me a quick second while I do that. We'll play at the beginning, but I don't know how much longer I'll be going on for, so yeah. I will be back soon, so just behave yourself, so I'm gone, okay? But Alright, I'm back. Alright, we'll start this next case, but we probably won't get that far into it. What time? Oops, sorry. Someone nearly fell. That shouldn't. Alright, let's see what time is it at the moment. Okay, we could play like maybe like 10, 20 minutes. I at least want to be able to like know how this begins. Turnabout Forsaken. That looks like K's. That kind of looks like K's. Silhouettes. Oh. The committee is gathered here in sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh? Are you? Oh. Why are you wearing that raincoat? Oh. Oh. Oh! Did Kay just die? Will you please stop pacing, Detective? You're kicking up dust.
I shut the floor 3 times already.
And sweep it forth.
You gotta take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand that as cool as a cucumber?
We don't know for certain that they will.
Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Just Valve's pretty much spelled it out.
Truly, you're proving to be quite a threat to the Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence. Like, so instead of arresting the killer, can we choke slam them and give them the Ip Man machine gun punch treatment? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, let me put tracking back on since I'm not going to be on for much longer anyway. Okay, sorry, Dogo. Just let that boot on up and I'm alive. As such, you give me little choice but to report back to She said I'll be called to appear before the committee. Nothing more.
Well, I don't care. I would stand for it. What if we never get to work together again?
I'd have thought you'd welcome the prospect, Detective. After all, it would mean you'd work with someone less, problematic.
Don't say that, sir. I never heard anyone except that stupid committee call you problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean. Because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear?
To be a defense attorney, huh? Circumstance of my father's death set me on a path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only be interested in the law to begin with thanks to my father as well. And his work as a defense attorney. Are you gonna keep fighting crimes as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? Someone tells me you got a big decision ahead of you. One only you can answer.
Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this!
Really, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? Next prosecutor work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments.
Really? Instant noodles?
How the fuck have you lived for all these years? I swear to God.
I mean, no, what are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff.
What you thought about, didn't you? If only for a moment. Yeah, if I didn't keep cutting his fucking salary.
We're busy in here. Come back later.
Hey there. Is the prosecutor in? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth?
Look, pal, we're busy, don't you get? We're aside if it'll be for you in a bit.
Oh, that's not good. Your face is red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see.
Yeah, I said we're busy.
Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? No need to worry. I got the injection that some of that injection can't cure. There'll be sleep for me. It won't hurt much.
Oh. And who might you be?
Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? Name is Needler. Okay, I need to be careful saying her name. Florence Needler. I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital.
Well, nobody here's hurt, so are you sure you have the right room?
Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, there's some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling alright? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll...
I'll be fine, thank you. Could you just please tell us what you're doing here?
Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait right there. I'll go grab her.
Wait! Too late. Wonder who she brought along. She's here for a hospital, maybe as a patient. Somehow you cut down size, your trademark rapier wits.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
See that right there, sir? When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you?
Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened so far. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? Okay.
Thoughts on what?
You don't recognize me?
There's something about her. Something familiar.
This had your name on it. So I thought, just maybe.
So you really did put someone on her. Don't be ridiculous, detective. But look, sir, your name's right down the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day.
May. I'm so sorry. Oh. Alright. You know what? No, you know what? You know what? When we find whoever the fuck did this, I am fucking... I'm not gonna send them to the courthouse. No, I'm not gonna send... And I'm not gonna send them to a hospital either. I'm gonna send them in a casket in a shallow grave with no one showing up. What she's trying to say is she has amnesia.
Amnesia?
Yes. At least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they're only getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. Aren't you supposed to? Isn't 8 hours like the recommended amount?
Do I though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep if you ask me. Oh, tough break. Don't you worry, alright? Since you had his card, that means you must really know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. Just sit back and we'll take it from here. Right, sir?
At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. Really? Will you? It's going to come down to whether you remember, but yes.
Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss, you're as good as healed.
Let's not get carried away here, Detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember, not a miracle worker. Where do we even start?
Do you remember your name, miss?
I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday. So she's only been in hospital for about a day. No way, that's amazing. How'd you figure that so fast?
How could it possibly be so emotionally draining?
They found her wandering late last night and I brought her in. I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find.
And did you find anything apart from my business cards?
Nothing of her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. She was wearing this. It's a pretty unique design, right?
This pin.
What the heck? You got the Garasu pin. Does that mean? It can't be.
Kay! Is it really you?
Okay.
I not particularly know.
So you always seem to have one on you.
It's a part of the job, I'm afraid, and this one's also a piece of evidence.
Oh, so you carry things you don't like around as a form of willpower training?
That's not it at all. It's you, isn't it, Kay?
I'm... Kay.
Come on, Kay. You really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me.
Gummy? But you're an adult, that's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now.
What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... That's a Kay I know. You don't even like her.
Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. Make it sounds like Kay's not normally polite or sensitive soul. Not he's wrong exactly, but...
So what kind of person was I before?
First of all, your full name's Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy and... Oh yeah, you're a great thief.
A great thief?
There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from the dresser or vaults and...
Steal? That'd be so awful to people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory, some sort of punishment.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
I don't think that did her much good, sir.
Sure explains one thing. Look at the gloves that kind of person like that would wear.
Hey, that outfit!
Yes, it's what she was wearing when we found her. We have to get her to change outfit and put on hospital clothes. That's why I have him here.
There's something on that part here. Could have something to do with how Kay lost her memory.
I'll send an outfit over to forensics later to see what they can figure out.
Please do, detective.
Boy, they really some thievy clothes, huh? I'm a criminal.
You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured you're no criminal.
If you say so.
Perhaps we better leave it there for now.
I'm sorry. I really wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly?
Well, that is, how do I put it into words?
You're prosecutor and trust assistant.
I am? So the prosecutor is the head of some great thief network then?
No, not quite.
We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps to try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the penalty item on her when you received Nurse Needler?
There are a few other things, but I don't want any of them to be much use to you.
I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us?
Alright then, there's no particular order I present.
A German ninja mask? She had to show something?
The letter is addressed to Kay. Next, a ticket stub, and finally...
Fake flower. Gotta be able to spruce up that bathrooms with too.
Is a corsage, detective. They're usually worn by women.
And that's it. So, anything useful in here?
Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing connection between any of them.
Sorry.
I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance.
Okay, wait. Dear Kay, don't worry. I'll make sure I get your precious thing back, Rosie. Okay. 4th of April, 7:28 p.m. Student $6. Use limits. Use limited to day of purchase. Non-refundable.
Can't just let us stay like this forever.
Calm down, Detective. I have an idea.
You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So what is it?
Look closely at the ticket stub. Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the big building. Big building. Feel like you could have workshopped that one a little bit more.
The big building? You know the place?
Everybody knows it, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. They say it's a couple hold hands while they're up there. They'll stay together forever. This is yesterday's date. A ticket is only valid on that specific date.
Plus it's a stub. I mean, she used it, right?
I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find?
Now? Just like that?
And then we have to figure out how Kay lost her memory, so retract her steps.
But what the thing with the committee?
It's not for a while yet. We have time. Great, so can I leave Kay with you? That'll be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay? I can come running with a syringe or 3 or whatever that might happen to be. Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service. Now then, Detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
Tarconis pamphlets. The big building's 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the wing platform's on top, and the only part open to the public. Here, it's not for you, sir. And not free on the ticket area.
How very kind of you, Detective. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside.
Sick is. That fresh milk, my thoughts just aren't getting through to him.
Who the fuck is this kid?
What's happening here? What's going on?
Building just... Oh! Alright, so this girl here, I think she appeared in the second case of the first game? Yeah, and I actually don't know if it's the same kid, but this might be a kid that also appeared in that case. Oh, yes, I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion, we'll get out of your way.
Detective! Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll be there for a second.
Yeah, what else? Hey,
Director guy, can we take 5? I can't work in these conditions.
I'm so sorry, oh gosh. So, stop the building from falling down? That's good. I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two, let's make ourselves scarce.
Oh, can't load that view. Feel the sun on your face.
Eek! The wind. It's very strong up here.
That's okay, you just stand behind me, or Mr. Edgeworth. We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away.
Speak for yourself. Okay, does this place bring back any memories? I'm not sure. Have I really been here before? Perhaps simply encouraging her to swap will help. Okay, please. Here's also things that come to mind that might be a clue we can use. Alright, I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but... Huh. Listen, sir, maybe this one's just not be so tempting, okay? Or at least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. I have no idea, actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna try speed run through this because I actually just wanna. Okay. If nothing's coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all? Let's see. Ah, cherry blossoms. Go on. I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay off the rain. It was raining, and I remember now. There was a red something. So it was raining. She was underneath a cherry tree. She saw something red from where she stood, but what? Was it something I said? No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore further. There's something red. Can you tell me any more about it? I'm not sure. It's just red thing, so I can say. Can we see nearby it's red? A sand? A red concession stand? Yes, I think that was it. Somebody's walking towards me from beyond it. And then what happened? Then, I'm sorry. That's alright. If you could just add what you told us to your testimony. The stand in question is the one behind you, correct? That's right, so I remember the red color. And the person walking towards me from beyond it. I saw it from under the cherry tree. Going back to bed. Have a good rest, Aqua. I'm probably gonna end as soon as this like cross-examination's over anyway. Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning. Could you not see their face, or did you simply not know who they were? Been watching since full. Oh yeah, fucking go get some rest. Oh my god. Oh my god, but thank you for sticking around, but please seriously go get some rest. Okay, this beginning part's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. But there was someone walking towards me from beyond the concession stand. I have no idea. I'm gonna save here. Okay, once we figure out what we're supposed to do here, I'll probably call it. Okay, there we go. You say that you saw someone over from beyond the stands, and that they were walking toward you. Yes, I can see you getting closer. Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. Where are you standing? Anyone who saw on the other side of the concession stands? We've been floating with air. Oh. I'm not lying, I promise. Oh. Ooh. I was pushed and I fell by a person in a red raincoat. A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air, and who supposedly pushed it off the building. None of this makes any sense, not least of which nobody could fall from this height and survive. Oh. Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong with sir? Detective Gumshoe, my family in? Yes sir, body's been discovered in the building, sir. Whose body exactly? Not sure, we're still working on it, but we do know the victim is a young woman. That her name is Kay. What? Okay, we will figure this out later. Oh, different K. Okay. Well, we'll figure this out later. I just say so we don't need to bother, alright? But yes, thank you all for coming by. Yeah, oh my god, we finally completed the third case. Oh my god, that was so fucking long. That took like 6 streams to get through. Oh my god. But yes, we finished for today. Yeah, all around, I think I did like the third case. I didn't think it granted it was 2 cases in one, so I understand why it went for so long, but it tracked a lot. But all around, I think if anything, it serves as like a great it serves as like a great sorry. If anything, I think it serves as like a great, like, I guess a character story for like Edgeworth, and I guess like, and I'm going to guess the rest of the game is just going to be about his it's going to be about his inner battle, about like, does he want to be a prosecutor or does he want to be like a defense attorney? What does he want to do? But either way, I'm like really curious to see like what the rest of his case is going to be. The rest of his case is going to end up. What's going to end up happening? Because like, first of all, someone tried to kill Kay. Kay has Kay has memory loss. What else? Turns out someone else named Kay is apparently dead now. I'm really curious. I'm gonna call things a bit short. This like little ending bit because my throat's actually killing me. Blu-ray Tweet tonight is currently playing Hades 2. Yeah. Let me get the Ray message. And remember, if you don't find most expensive, any motive you're choosing. Alright, I don't know what streams are gonna look like next week. I still need to think about that. If there's no stream tomorrow, then there'll be one on Tuesday. But other than that, I couldn't really tell you what's gonna happen. I'll have to think about it. No, but either way, next stream will be we'll be working on a commission that we got. I still have this week's art piece to finish, but I might put that on the back burner while we work on this commission because I do make it a point to prioritize like paid work ahead of personal work. It's just a personal thing. Alright. With that being said, I hope you all have enjoyed today's stream and enjoyed the time so far. I'll probably talk more about the case. I'll probably talk more about the case we just solved in the next stream because I just want to. I really do just want to end things right now. Yes. With that being said, I have been Jesse Jamie, your virtual resident of the internet, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.